Hi everyone, this is tskjesusfree.com, and I'm going to talk about my favorite podcasters and my favorite people who I listen to, both on the religious side and the more of that philosophical side. So, in terms, and I might as well just throw investments out there too. So I like to, on the religious side, John MacArthur is like number one, and for obvious reasons because he's been doing it for decades and decades and decades, and so he's been preaching for decades, like literally decades, and so like sometimes some of the stuff that he talks about way back in the day, it is very much applicable to like, wait, didn't it just happen? And like, so like not much has changed in regard to like the culture. Like culture has been changing, obviously every day it changes, ever so slightly, but on the macro level, yeah, it has significantly changed over the decades, because of all these micro changes. But so, anyways, John MacArthur is my go-to guy in regards to listening to like for biblical content and just kind of like if I'm like reading scripture and like I don't get this, I usually go to John MacArthur and see what he says on a particular issue or whatever passage I'm in. And usually I'm just listening to it. Listen to the Bible. I don't necessarily read the Bible necessarily. I just listen to it on my phone. And this is a BlackBerry, by the way. So, so good, so good. I'm doing this video because, yes, I kind of like giving up. Like not necessarily giving up, but I'm giving up the fact that Steam and YouTube is still 6 to 10 years. Like it's still 6 to 10 years ago with YouTube. So like if you looked at what YouTube did, like what YouTube was doing, like this is 2018, 10 to 12. Yeah, 10 to 12 years ago. So 10 to 12 years ago, Steemin and DTube is 10 to 12 years younger in terms of like the technology. I'm sure the technology will like be more quicker because frankly it's been done. I'm a big I'm philosophically for cryptocurrencies, and so yeah. So going back on topic, so John MacArthur is a good one. Of Grace to You. Dr. James White is another good one. So, I'm hungry. So yeah. So, in that regard, it is a thing to watch people eat on YouTube. So I'm probably gonna do this. I'm not do this like every time, but I'm just gonna post a video here and there, like my thoughts. The reason why I'm like kind of doing this is because I'm kind of like I want something quick and easy to do, and I can just record it and whatnot. So I've done some video editing, and I don't that's one thing that I don't like to do is video editing, because that's the one thing that's kind of stopped me from making those videos that I've done, and I unlisted them all because I mean they're not. I mean I guess I could unlist them and make it public again, but I don't care enough. That means I have to I think I have to click on each one of the videos, and I don't really have much time to do it because I have 2 jobs, and I still have 2 jobs. So holy make moly, the power went out. Totally went out. Oh, I'm gonna shut everything down. So I'm at my parents' place, still living here. So yeah, it's very, very dark right now. There's some storms right now. Anyways, I'm still gonna record this. I'm gonna do this as is because that's what I believe that it should just be as is. At least now you don't really have to see my face when I'm eating that much. But whatever. So kind of going back on topic. So John MacArthur, Alpha and Omega Ministries, of like Dr. James White, and then Ligonier Ministries, and then Answers in Genesis, and there's another one floating around, but there's just the four that I like. Grace to You, Alpha and Omega, Ligonier, and Answers in Genesis. Yeah, those are the four that I like the most out of all the ministries out there, and so I'm very much of a reform-minded Christian, and I also take the perspective of not necessarily strict anarchism, because you can't really have strict anarchism, because strict anarchism means there's no rulers, and as soon as you own property, you are a ruler of that particular property. So anarchism is self-defeating. That's why I take the voluntarist approach to philosophy and like actual voluntarism. And so I'm very much like I try to be as principled as I possibly can in this sinful world. And so yeah, and then that's the religious side of those. So in the more philosophical side, I enjoy hearing Jake Deselius. I don't know if I pronounce his name correctly, his last name, of The Voluntary Life. So The Voluntary Life is a podcast that is more of a positive spin to voluntarism. Like, because within the voluntarist, libertarian / anarcho-capitalist / whatever agronist community, like the circles out there in the community, they're very much negative. But at least with The Voluntary Life of Jake, he takes a more of a positive approach. Sure, there's some negativity that he brings up, but he kind of puts it in a more of a positive spin to it. And like, what can I do to live freer? So yeah. When you're hungry, I don't care. So, The Voluntary Life is a good podcast for like hearing voluntarism, and not necessarily the actual principles of voluntarism, but like more like how can you become a freer person every single day or every single week or whatever. What steps can you take? And I'm a Patreon of him, so I enjoy his content, and so I subscribe to him on Patreon. So, and then also subscribe to Jim Jesus as well. So Jim Jesus is another libertarian, but he's more libertarian, political libertarian than anything else. And I'm not gonna get into it in this video, but there was a lot of crap that just went down the drain in regards to the YouTube crowd of and I think I know why The Voluntary Life and Jay is like he just sees it and then he's like, oh, this is negative. He's like, never mind, I'm gonna go. There was a lot of negativity within because people accuse people of different things. I'm like, really? You're accusing other people to do whatever. But and I was like, if this is really real, man, I'm gonna have to Twitter at I have to DM the FBI Twitter account. But that was not the case, and everything kind of now in regards to that, everything went over and kind of blew over, and nothing came about it. So they're just a bunch of liars. So anyways, that being said, it was more of a watch. I watch it from the window. I watch it in the house. There was a fight, and I just happened to be outside and watching it, and so that was kind of the thing. But there's always drama from here and there and everywhere. So like Jim Jesus. Like I used to be very much of a pro Adam Cockish. I like Adam Cockish for a while, and then like I realized like, oh, he's a bit scammy, and Jim Jesus like pointed that out, and I'm like, oh, yep. Ooh, that's a message. Yeah, whatever. That's just a message. It's not a major message. Anyways, so yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video. So have a nice day, guys. And I'll probably be doing this more often just because I'm a bit lazy in regards to like posts and stuff. So go to tskjesusfree.com. As you hear my phone being notified. Anyways, go to tskjesusfree.com. Check out my website. All that stuff. I'm on Twitter as Terrence Shane K. And then I'm on MeWe. And then I'm also on Steemit. So Steemit, MeWe are all TSK Jesus Freak, but Twitter is Terrence Shane K. So have a nice day, guys. Bye.